to Beweise, hier, the Nationalsozialism. Today, I want to show you a topic which is very difficult to understand, but maybe you already heard a bit about that because it's a popular problem anyway. This week in Munich happened a catastrophe. A car driver drove into Protestants and killed, I think, one child, or 36 people had been offended. And yeah, a totally catastrophe. It is for a city a catastrophe. And of course, it had been a Muslim. And the elections are now arriving. And next week, we have elections. And the theme, what to do with people from abroad, if they could get a permission to stay, or if they should all become outcasted and whatever. And the refugees, of course, it's a big theme. And one thing I think should be on the mind, and it's definitely never on the news. It's not a topic people talk about. Is despite the person is a criminal, so the person who drove and killed or offended people is a criminal, and he should be judged. And that's it. No way he should be. He will be judged. And another topic is the political input and the nationality which is spread on TV. And do you know, or do you think that a test, a DNA test, will be done if the person is truly from a Muslim country? And when you refer to history, the conquering of the oil states of Saudi Arabia and the ID crimes which happened to Muslim people are a really hard topic. So many Hispanic people adopted a Muslim ID and to adapt land, to adapt wealth. And they did ID crimes to the Muslim society in a way which is really hard. And to prove an ID crime, you regularly need to do fingerprinting. And this test is a real proof. But people who have a problem with real proofs are, for example, Nationalsozialistic parties. Parties with a fascism input, Nationalsozialistic input. And maybe anyway, the truth is that up to now, in some parts of Germany, we don't have a laboratory which can test a DNA fingerprinting test if a person is having a DNA code or a manipulated DNA. So if you are a true regular human, you can have a fingerprinting on that person. But when the person is a well-prepared crime who is doing an ID crime, I don't know. So maybe the laboratories are not able to do a real good test. They need to send it to another country or whatever. But when you think about the history of Germany and the history of that ID crimes Hispanic people did to the Muslim people, it is a really difficult theme, because in front of elections that there happened something like this, and they the press and the people and the politicians, they uh, figure out that it is a Muslim. It is a Muslim, the bad person, the bad crime. But that is very dangerous and very difficult in the whole world. Maybe Muslims have had been known for any attacks, and but some of them are not only attacks, they had circumstances which already had been um, crimeful, and should be judged, not only the crime. And that is really difficult. And I think it is a hard topic, and it always should be on the mind of the people too, not only to judge on a person by ethics, by his nationality. That is not orderly, and in Germany it is a really difficult. And yeah, now I tell you my opinion, that in Germany, and that is really, really bad. So it's a catastrophe, really, because we have no insurance for legality, and no insurance for ID right. So that is a really catastrophe anyway, because uh, when a person had been well prepared for an ID crime, and is having an DNA clip or manipulated DNA. Um, I don't know in which countries in Germany it is available to do a fingerprinting on persons who have an DNA clip or a manipulated DNA. So this is really hard, and to judge on Muslims, or any group, uh, it is not really proved, because nowadays it could be a Hispanic person in an ID crime, to start war, to do an ID crime, or to manipulate the elections. And this is something, it's not never on the news, it's not judged. All the Muslim peoples needed to be here, and left out, ruined, so really ruined, and nobody cares. And that is really unfair and really hard. So bye.